Airtime edition, July 8, 1947. The Army Air Forces has announced that a flying disc has been found and is now in the possession of the Army. Army officers say the missile, found sometime last week, has been inspected at Roswell, New Mexico, and sent to Wrightsfield, Ohio, for further inspection. Airtime edition will bring you section 4 continuously.
How you doing? This is the Guy from Pittsburgh. I got my Alien Evolution shirt. Not the gray aliens that I talk about, but the ones that my girlfriend loves. She loves anything from the movie Alien. I got her one of these too, so this is cute. Got a couple other things. There's an invasion in this country. It's an invasion of potato heads. He doesn't fit on there quite right. But this is the Doctor Who, Dalek, I don't know how you pronounce that. Mr. Potato Head version with the thing on the box that says exterminate. This thing is awfully expensive. The cheapest I found after I bought it for $34.95 was $29.95. But you take that off and you've got a Dalek. Let's see, found out this thing will not stick on our plastic car or fiberglass Prius. But for you Steelers fans, you know why I say that. The clock is here. It's off a bit. I got that because I thought that was kind of cool. But the time is off. And I've had this guy for a long time. I really cherish him. One of my favorites. This is my patriotic kitty. So you can put him back. I'm afraid. I'm afraid of the earthquake. He'll get wrecked. Put him on a lower shelf here. And anyway, when I want to talk, I'm going to put the Dalek back here too. What I want to talk about is, bear with me for a minute, get back to the chair. I'm not done sorting and cleaning in here. We've been busy. We had to put new brakes on the God help us, third Prius. Back brakes, now we have to put the front brakes on. So I want to talk about what is going on with America's parents and America's children. Not only in America, you have two jerks. I really want to use the A word. As these jerks went to the Grand Canyon the other day, dressed only in their underwear. And they put out food for a cute little squirrel. Little scraps. People watch this in horror. Put out little tidbits for the little squirrel. Little squirrel moved forward. And they put food right up to the edge of the Grand Canyon where they were. And the little squirrel was happy. He was eating. He had something to eat. The squirrels have to dart around for food. I leave hazelnuts and almonds and walnuts and pecans for them in the wintertime so they have something to eat. We got a lot of squirrels around there because the park's across the street from me. So then one of these jerks puts on a tennis shoe and proceeds to boot the little squirrel into the Grand Canyon. Now, park officials may have caught these guys. People are so shocked. And they said that there's no chance a little squirrel could have lived in a fall like that. So I think we should declare war on France for them importing anti-American squirrel terrorists, killing American squirrels. But this is hideous. But there's this spate of this stuff going on. Children are killing children. Slender Man. Girls taking their best friend out the woods and stabbing her 84 times. I've started a new section of my paranormal and news forum. And there's my forum, the Guy From Pittsburgh Paranormal Discussion and News Forum. Lots of content on there, lots of paranormal content, UFOs, all kinds of stuff. Here's the story. Two nearly naked men kick American squirrel in the Grand Canyon. And then there's well, I'll read you some of these, if you bear with me for a minute. Just the headline. This is all stuff I've been posting. Mom comes home, finds drug babysitter passed out, baby crying, baby sitting in its own diaper, or dirty diaper. Sex offender poses, cop rapes woman, steals her phone and wallet. Three-year-old on front porch gets shot and dies. Woman run over by drunk when she decides to walk home. Parents shot by Craigslist robbers. They try to buy 16-year-old a car. Girl in the Slenderman trial, 12 years old, found not competent. FBI sex trafficking case finds hundreds of kids never reported as missing. Former deacon said Satan made him molest a 12-year-old child in the closet. Detroit 8-year-old killed in bed by drive-by shooting. Vegas home invasion spree kills his father trying to protect his family and one other. Couple tells authorities of child left in hot car. The mother comes back and runs over the couple. Now they're messed up for life. Two sheriffs involved in prostitution cases. They solicited hookers. Let's see. Woman goes skinny dipping at police station. Wedding reception ends in brawl. Mother leaves kids in her car to have sex with her boyfriend in another car. 4 teens in Los Angeles charged with the beating murder of a USC student. Vandals carrying donuts, terrorizing neighborhoods. Guy dressed as Spider-Man demands $5 and $10 and $20 from onlookers to get his autograph. When a cop tries to stop him in Times Square, he beats the crap out of the cop. A sicko in Vegas meets a dancer, and he was already a dancer. From a casino, he cuts her up, puts her in cement tubs. We had one hero story, a former WWE champ caught a burglar. Good for him. Here's a former prison guard, ambushes and kills a teen over her lawnmower because he didn't like her cutting across his property to mow her lawn. A Memphis man rapes woman during a job interview. Pregnant woman killed and boyfriend decapitated in Craigslist sex ad case. Woman 36 gets 10 years having sex with 12-year-old. Cops arrest a mother for leaving her baby on the New York subway platform. Pizza man beat up as 3 steal his pizza. French mother stabs teacher to death in class. Arizona man charged with cruelty to rats. Salt Lake protests as cop kills dog in front yard. This isn't the case of that. One cop shot a boy's Labrador retriever in front of him. A little 3-year-old watched in horror as the cop shot the dog in his own yard. The dog's own yard, because the dog dared to growl at the cop. Woman sprays her 7-year-old with pesticide. Man says parents locked him in a garage for 2 years. I'm going to run down a couple more here. This is a section I call where is it here? Oh yeah, killer parents and crazy boyfriend. Serial shoveler attacker strikes new boyfriend of ex-girlfriend. Turns out she wasn't his girlfriend at all. 9-year-old has a baby after father has sex with her. That's a story in China. Man stabs ex-wife 84 times after covering her face with pig mask. Deputy beats daddy when he finds daddy humping his wife. Alabama woman was set on fire by her ex-boyfriend. She died. Man left twins in hot car to have sex with woman on wall. A rookie firefighter in New York saves the kids as grandpa leaves the scene of the fire to fend for himself. 19 hot car deaths in the United States this year as 3-year-old dies in a hot car in Los Angeles. A 5-year-old sees the boyfriend beat mom to death. Now, you know, when I grew up, I'm 6. Oh God, it upsets me so much I can't think of it. When I grew up, we didn't see these stories in the news. You might have read 1 or 2 of them sometimes, but you just didn't see this stuff go on. And I was the victim of a pair of toxic parents. My dad beat me, knocked me into a bathtub of boiling water. I lost 80% of the blood in my body. I spent a year in Walter Reed Army Hospital. And it took years of going through panic attacks over that. I would wake up screaming all the time for almost 40 years. And my mother said it shouldn't bother you anymore. I hate that when people say it shouldn't bother you anymore. It's if the traumatic experience suddenly magically goes away after the experience. It never bothers you. I guess they tell that to combat veterans who are coming back to Afghanistan or Iraq. It shouldn't bother you anymore. I know our Veterans Administration are doing the best they can not to list these people as service-connected post-traumatic shock syndrome, or what they used to call combat fatigue victims, so they don't have to pay out benefits. But this stuff does affect you. And I don't get it. Why are parents killing their children? Why are children killing other children and trying to kill them in the Slender Man case? Why are people being cruel to animals and killing them? There's a story recently in the Contra Costa Times. This father, locally, Dublin I think, but I'm not sure. He beat his child's puppy, tortured the puppy, and beat the puppy to death in front of his little boy. And they gave this jerk only 3 years in prison. I think part of the thing is that we have a society that thinks animals are not worth as much as humans. It's just a dumb animal. We can abuse it and we can kill it all we want. I got this book. I got this book. Oh, my clone. Jeez. Well, I gotta do something about that. We got this book here, How to Overcome Codependence by Bill Birnes, Storong Enough For Two. But there's also a book about murderers, serial killers. He does crime books. And I'm going to get those. But there's got to be a way that we can recognize these people before they commit these dastardly deeds. Get them psychiatric help or incarceration or something. Lock them up. There's just too much of this stuff. Too many kids killing kids. Too many parents killing their children. Too many parents leaving their kids in cars to roast to death. It gets 150 degrees inside a locked car in the sun. So I don't know why they're doing it. But we need to do something about it, and that's something I've been posting on all those stories. I have a weird crime news story and a crazed parents, crazed boyfriend, and crazed girlfriends in my forum section. So I post all these crime stories. And what disheartens me is every day I look on the news. I look Fox News, Huffington Post, Washington Post, LA Times, New York Post, New York Daily News. People think all I do is watch Fox News. I haven't watched Fox News in 3 weeks. I didn't have cable for a week, but I haven't watched Fox News at all. SF Gate and the Contra Costa Times, and that the New York Fire Department rescued another kid from a fire, and they rescued a little puppy from a fire in the last week. Little cute little husky puppy, and the girl owned it, the young lady who owned it, was very happy. Fire above a restaurant, but for every, gee, this is a great story, you see 10 horrendous stories where you're just shaking your head, and in some cases you're about ready to vomit because it's so horrifying. You don't know how to deal with it. So anyway, I will do another video later. I ordered my tripod attachment, but I won't be able to get the light for the camera for this thing until next month. I have a thing this fits into as a telephoto lens, and it fell out at one point. Not my fault, it's the way the thing's made. I got to do some testing on it and send the guy a picture. So I'm going to put that in there, and I'm going to do some field testing on this, because what it does, it gives you a light here, and then you get the tripod adapter, and as soon as I get that, this is one of my 2 tripods. This is the mini one that can go on a desk. I have the big one that came with the Sony, and then this can just fit on there. But I'm going to be doing a nori video as soon as I get the tripod adapter. Special Independence Day nori video. And here's the thing. Art Bell wants you, for the Art Bell Cat Army. Art put this on his site that I created from a picture I found. So it's August 4th, which means we've got 11 days and 11 months till Art Bell returns. So I always say, free Art Bell, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.